The historic Little Wedding Chapel in Elkton, Maryland, is the last vestige of the town's marriage mill past. The chapel dates from the 1920s, and Frank Smith, a 69-year-old nonsectarian minister, has been marrying couples here for 20 years.
I have done over 6,000 weddings since I started in 1996, but it definitely has tapered off for a number of reasons. Baby boomers had fewer children, and people were waiting later in life to be married or not marrying at all.
In 1913, the small town emerged almost overnight as a wedding hub.
All at once, couples were coming here to our little town just across the state line for quick marriages. No questions asked, no waiting period.
That's because Delaware, like some other northeastern states, had passed a marriage waiting period. And suddenly, Maryland became the place for couples who wanted to get hitched quickly.
We were the first county seat just south of the Mason-Dixon line, so you could come here from Philadelphia and points north and be married instantly.
Local business owners took notice and recognized a business opportunity.
And once you arrived in the hands of one of our entrepreneurial cabbies, you needed nothing more to get married. They would get you your marriage license, if you needed a ring, if you needed overnight accommodations. It was all expedited quite along, and they had a marrying minister on the payroll.
Elkton continued as a popular wedding destination well into the 60s and 70s, long after Maryland adopted a 2-day wait in 1938. The absence of a blood test requirement attracted needlephobes, and the exemption for service members stationed in Maryland kept business humming in World War II. Some couples may have just liked being part of a quirky tradition, and its romantic appeal continues to this day.
Well, we were looking for something different, so then we drove here, checked it out, and booked it because I loved it. It was just so cute and old and historic, and wanted to be part of it.
Now the chapel faces an uncertain future after a local bank recently foreclosed on the 19th century building after calling in an $80,000 business loan. And Mr. Smith now faces the possibility of eviction. A judge hasn't yet ratified the chapel's sale to the bank, and Mr. Smith says he has no idea how long he'll be able to stay.
Well, I'm going to try to continue as long as I can, as long as the bank allows me to stay. It could be years, it could be months, we have no idea.
If the historic Little Wedding Chapel does close, it will be the end of an era for Elkton.
There will no longer be a marriage parlor, and this will be the first time since about the World War I era that has been the case.
God, now kiss your bride.